Oh, we're doing more drawing today. Let's see. First, I want to fix this dog's like the balloon dog's collar, because it looks like shit, and it's been bothering me. I need to do like a practice layer for it though. Let's start just by erasing. I kind of wanted to do something else today, just because sometimes I'm not in the mood for art that much. But also, I feel like if I take a break from this, I'm just gonna like give up on it, because my brain does that with projects. Like if I take a break from projects, that shit's not getting done. Like my brain will just go, we're done. I don't need to do that. But I really want to finish this because it would be nice to use. I just need to like I don't need to make things look nicer, but it makes me feel good when they look nicer. I gotta adjust myself. My tablet's cold on my leg. Okay, let's start with a layer for me to like scribble on. I'll call this layer Then I'll use red so that I can see what color or where I'm doing my sketches. So first thing is here's our dog. Oh, there's too many chords. Too many chords on my fucking desk. That's okay. Okay, what is it? Balloon dogs have like a neck, right? They have like a specific neck, I believe. Like, we got this thing. What that dog doing? This dog is, what that dog doing? I don't know. I can't think of a better joke. I don't like his leg, though. Maybe I'll fix it like that. Balloon animals are so weird. Okay, next I need to figure out how I'm doing the collar. I'm looking at a reference for this, so I think if I roughly block out the shape is like I think this is gonna be a little bit tough for my brain to figure out how I want this collar to be. I think it'll sit something like that, though. Oopsies. Don't zoom in. Okay, so the basic shape is there's this part in the middle that pinches in, and then it goes around here. Kind of hard to imagine what a collar looks like on a creature whose neck is like the width of a spoon. Then we've got some little straightish part, and then maybe a little curl here. I think if I had to choose like something I really have no idea how to draw, the answer is ruffles and folds in clothing. I'll just do one more piece like that. Okay, that's kind of something. Get rid of some of these extra bits. That all air. Yeah, the dogs call air. He's balloon, so got air in him, something like that. I need to clean up my desk really bad. There's a can of alcohol like just sitting here, and it's like 9 a.m., 10 a.m. A little later than that, but still kind of gross to just have alcohol sitting on the desk. I want this collar to kind of be bigger and fluffier. Maybe I should just like extend out the ruffles like that, and then maybe I'll do the same for the top. I'll decide. Yeah, that's totally what those look like. And I'm gonna erase the neck part that you can't see so that I don't think about it. Or maybe I should have left it as a guide for where the stuff, like where the collar should line up. I'll leave it for the moment. Okay. Next, we need this part that goes right under the chin. So let's have a piece that like does a little bit of curling and then come. Oh, that doesn't look right. Something like that. Why is, oh, I'm on watercolor. I was like, why is this not erasing? Because it's not on the right layer. Or not the right tool. Something like and we have parts that kind of go like this. Draws eyes with Sharpie. Don't you know drawing on balloons with Sharpies is gonna pop him? You're gonna kill him. You're gonna kill my dog that's representative of chat. I want this part to... At least whenever I've tried to draw on balloon animals with Sharpie, it pops them usually. No, redo that. No, stop zooming in. So... want a piece that goes like that, I think. Maybe. Used to do it a lot. Like pop balloon animals, I used to draw on them a lot. How do I feel about this? Oh, drawing them without popping. I guess I just wasn't that skilled. They don't pay me to not pop balloons, so not really a skill I have. Okay, that looks better than whatever it was before, I guess. Let's try to draw a outline for this. Oh, that's huge. Go back. I love coming back to art so many days later and forgetting what size brush I was using for the line art. Okay, so we got a little spot here. This is too small of a brush now. God damn it. Let's go for a 5. Got need this image open again. Staring at a reference for this. So we've got a piece that goes like this. Comes down and around somehow, so like that. Have some like little lines here. The size of pi, unfortunately, it's more like 5 is what it was supposed to be. It was not, in fact, the size of pi. What was I gonna do? Whenever I'm drawing ruffles, I just, like, freehand it. Nah, it doesn't need to make that much sense, it's okay. A little of that. How's that look if I get rid of this layer? That actually looks really good, I think. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so then I want the second layer, which comes like this. I think I stopped drawing for a second. Yeah, these ruffles look nicer than I expected, because I'm not very good at drawing ruffles, usually. Fine. I accidentally broke. There. Something like that. How's that looking? Okay, he's got a second layer of ruffles on the bottom, and now let's give it a little bit of second layer on the top. This one you can't see as well. Something like that. Yeah, I guess so, and then maybe a little implication over there that there's more. And then, oh, I just realized this is supposed to be like a light gray. That's okay, I'll color it a different color, it doesn't matter. Colors aren't real. And then I need some little lines. Where's this pen? Be like a line there. Hello, welcome in. Let's... Sure, that's how ruffles look, right? Thank you. I like using clowns and jesters a lot too. I'm actually drawing my tuber right now. I'm just making some fancy art for myself. I think clowns are very fun. I think they're underutilized, and a lot of people are too scared of them, unfortunately. oops, I accidentally linked these 2 layers. Well, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I like to see other people who have like clown inspired avatars. I think it's really fun. My one thing is like I feel like sometimes people don't lean enough into the clown, which I also don't because obviously I didn't do like very much makeup on this character, but I love when people do lean really heavily into the like aesthetic. It's a very fun aesthetic to play with. Yeah, this dog is meant to be like my chat representation, so it's like the people who are like part of my community, they're my balloon dog that follows me around. I thought it would be cute to have everyone be a balloon dog. Oops. How's that looking? Oh, that's fun. I'd love to take a look at them later when I'm done drawing. I always like to see how other people interpret clowns and gestures and everything. I did not make that leg nearly long enough. Okay. I think there's just so much creative potential for clowns just because there's so many like different types. Like I specifically am like a jester, but I love to see people who are like mimes and stuff. I think that's always fun. This collar looks so high detail compared to the balloon. That's okay, that's okay. Ooh, Rose and Power. See, I don't have lore yet. I have to work on lore. It's just one of those things I'm not very good at, so I've just been putting it off. I'm just like, I'll get lore eventually. Do I want to lower this collar slightly? Nah, the collar looks fine. I'll leave it as it is. What am I doing now? Okay, I want the collar to be red and white. That's how I usually have it. But I think I'll color the balloon dog first. Balloon dog. I need a reference. Balloon dogs are like special shiny. Balloon. Thank you so much. I'm always kind of like a little shy about my own art style. Just because I feel like it's a little out of the norm, and so sometimes people are like, that looks weird. But I'm glad you like it and you think it looks nice. Don't do that. I drew my own VTuber, so like the rigging and everything I did myself. I'm always very proud of that. What layer is this on? What layer am I trying to do? That one. Thank you. I feel like I have a weird art style, so it's always nice to hear that people actually do like it. Okay, the balloon dog's outline should be a bluish color. Ooh, too blue, too blue. Honestly, it's really rewarding. I feel like to rig your own tuber, it's like... Mine's not rigged perfectly, but I really like how I rigged mine. It's a learning curve, because I've done, this is my third, I think I did. And so I really like how this one came out, but my first two, it's a little less refined, I guess. But it's really rewarding. The difficulty's not as high, like the learning curve's not as high as you'd expect. Don't go bald! Unfortunately, I don't have a bald toggle. That would have been cool. I think I'm safe from balding for now, though. Why is this line purple? That's because I colored on it on a different layer. Here we go. I think the closest I have to a bald toggle is taking my hat off, which doesn't look that great. I like struggled to do short hair. I think most VTubers have long hair for that purpose. The short hair looks a little iffy. But I had quite a few people say it looks bald when I take off the hat, which is funny. Thank you. I basically have a few toggles that I just like never use, like that one, and then I have where I have a different outfit, but I don't like using the other outfit. Then what's this one? Oh, horns. I never use those. I can take off the lower shirt. That's not a toggle. This is a toggle. I used to have one that should change the collar, but I guess I don't remember what it is. I'll beat you tomorrow. No, bald toggles I feel like are actually really hard to get done well, because otherwise you'll make your head look like weirdly shapen. Be all lumpy. But I guess like in real life sometimes people have bald heads that are like misshapen. Everyone's a little lumpy sometimes. Maybe, because I do plan to do another model, like draw and rig one. Maybe I'll give that one a bald toggle. I think that would be fun. No, everyone's a little misshapen. It's okay. We're all unique and special in our own ways, and it makes us look funny. I guess misshapen wouldn't be the right word then. Maybe something like, we're all uniquely shaped. We're all individuals. Sometimes that means your head is lumpy. Looks weird when viewed from different angles. Aw, no. Everybody's the shape they were meant to be. That doesn't mean you're horribly misshapen. You are who you are. In a unique way. Okay, as long as you're viewing it as a positive, then you're allowed to be... if you like that, then you're allowed to be horribly misshapen. Burning cat. I would love to design some of my own emotes at some point. We'll see if I ever get to that point. Actually, it's more like we'll see if I ever get the energy to do that. If I... You're proud of your disproportions, that's good. Everyone should learn to be a little more accepting of how their body looks. I mean, you don't have to accept every part of your body, but it's always nice when you're not, like, suffering because of it. How do I draw this dog? I don't... I'll have the inner fluff be white and then the outer fluff be red. I think that'll look fine. Or maybe it should be alternating colors. Do they make fabric that... Yeah, that's called striped fabric. I don't know. I'll see how I like the colors on this one if I do the outer one red and the inner one white. Okay, where is the red color? Farther out. Need stacked red. Zoom out more. I don't know if I like that color, but we'll just stick with that for now. Oh, earlier this morning, I was watching a video, and I found a game where I'm like, God, I have to play this game, because it sounds like it's gonna drive me nuts. And it also looks hella fun. Well, I don't know, it didn't look like my usual style of game I prefer, but it did look fun. It was called Void Stranger, and I think it's getting more popular, but it looked like something that would challenge me in a way that would drive me insane a little bit. But, like, I was watching a video where someone was summarizing what the game's about, and then I was, like, halfway through, I was like, I have to leave this video, because I need to leave the rest of the story, for me to uncover. But I was, like, it was so hard for me to stop watching the video, because I was like, I want to know more. I want to know what the rest of this game is about. So that's always a really good sign, like, maybe I should really play that then. It's pretty cheap too, so I think I'll get it in the next month. We'll see what other games I want though. Because I still have a million games that I own and haven't played. The eternal struggle, though. Constantly buying new games and then you don't play them. Maybe I should work on playing those first, but I don't know, this game just sounded cool. Every game I buy sounds cool. What am I talking about? That's why I buy anything. Oops, I covered up. There's this little spot that's supposed to be blue. Okay. Like, I still have, quite a few visual novels that I picked up that I haven't played yet. I think me and my friend are gonna play a game I got recently, though, in a couple days. We'll see how that goes. It's a co-op puzzle game. I'm not very good at cooperating, though. My brain immediately goes into gremlin mode, where I'm just like, I could push them off a cliff right now, even if it's not helpful at all. Let's see. Oops. That's, wait, there's a little spot over here that's annoying. Okay, I guess that's probably good for that outline. I still have to decide how I'm doing the background. Ugh. Backgrounds are my worst enemy. Okay, so let's see. I need a new layer, and we'll call this Balloon Dog. The Balloon Dog should be slightly off-white. Yeah, that's fine. Or maybe even a little less white, because, like, using pure— ooh, that's way too dark. Go back, go back. Using pure white is good for the highlights, so I don't like to use it as the base color. This might still be a little too blue, but I think I'll get back to that. Now my least favorite part of this, which is coloring big blocks. I really wish this program had the lasso tool so I could just, like, do it that way, but it is what it is. Maybe instead of spending more money on random games, I should just invest in Clip Studio. Like, I keep saying I'm gonna, and then I just don't, because it's like, man, I don't want to spend money on a art program when I have an art program that works. But I could have an art program that works better. That's so hard, though. Because, like, then you get the people who are like, the best artist can use any tool. It's like, okay, well, I'm not the best artist. I'm the me artist. Oops. I could not color inside the lines when I was 5. I definitely need tools that do it for me. I don't know if I want to keep using the bucket tool, because then the bucket tool was like spilling everywhere and then it was leaving little dots. I didn't like when it leaves the little dots. Or I guess you could call them artifacts, but I kept missing them. And there kept being all these empty spaces that I'd see in like 5 hours later. That was annoying. Okay, I think I'll do the collar on the same layer because I like to live on the edge. By live on the edge, I mean I hate having like 10,000 layers, which I already have. I should make one of these kinds of collars for real life. I think it'd be fun. It would look cute. And people would be like, whoa, that looks cool. No, they wouldn't. They'd be like, you look like a fucking dork. And I'd be like, yeah, but when don't I? So does it really change anything? I think I need to start dressing better in real life, but that takes like effort and knowledge. Making outfits is so hard. Recently, I've been trying to work on my driving skills as well. It's been going all right. I've driven further than I usually would be willing to, so that's been good. Like, I've been taking my friends to random places. I also went by myself a few times. But, like, I have, like, anxiety over going on the highway, and it's been okay. I drove on the highway and nothing terrible happened. I did in fact have an oopsie moment though where I was like, oops, I have to go over the like where the highway starts to exit, and I was like, wait, shit, I don't want to exit, and so I just kind of went over the part you're not supposed to drive on there. But I was like, I don't want to get off and then get back on the highway. That sounds like ass. Honestly, I have no idea what the difference between a highway and a freeway is. I've heard people explain it, and I'm just like, that sounds like the same thing to me. Or I think one of them was like, you pay to be on the highway, but it's like, that, I have never encountered that. Those are called toll roads where I'm from. Like, if you have to pay to go on it, it's a toll road, not a highway. Highway to the Danger Zone. I'm trying to stay off that one. I'd like to not have to drive the highway to the Danger Zone. I don't remember any of the words to that song except for Highway to the Danger Zone. Highway to the Danger Zone. Something, 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 something. That's how that song goes in my head. Ooh, I went to a museum yesterday, though. It was not as good as I was expecting. Because it wasn't really a museum. It was like a shop. It was like they called themselves art gallery / museum, and I'm just like, I don't know if having like a second room with like 20 paintings counts as a museum. Like, I think you need a little bit more art than that to be like an art museum or an art gallery. But I still bought art there. Like, I complained about it, but I was like, whatever. I also learned a new word. I have no clue how you're supposed to pronounce it, but I learned there's the word chicle, gikli. I have no idea how you pronounce it, but it's spelled like that. And it just refers to really fancy digital art. Because, like, me and my friends went, and we were looking at paintings, and I was like, this does not look like an actual, like, painting. I was like, the lines don't look like actual painting lines. And I was like, and then I could see for what medium it used that word. And I was like, I have no idea what that is. And Google says it just means you used like an inkjet printer to print it, and I'm like, ah. But that made me kind of mad because then they were selling like art for like 5K that was using that, and I'm like, I don't know if I really would want to buy art that was made with like maybe a personal commission. I'd be willing to pay that much, but a random piece of art, I don't know. Like, I don't want to devalue art as an artist, but sometimes it's like, that's a lot of money. Oops. There's like, what? I moved this layer. There's like stuff right here. Okay. I think there's a fine line between like paying an artist what they're worth and just paying because like the person says their art's worth that much. So I don't like hate when people charge a ton for art, but I think commissions are definitely worth way more than like a random piece, especially a print. Like it's complicated though. Art pricing is complicated. Okay, what does a balloon dog look like? Let's see. So the balloon dog's got some really high highlights and this is gonna be an interesting one. Okay, I'll start with some shadowing. So where's my brush? There it is. I want this to be 50. I think that's fine. We've got like a line here. Like a very... a bit of dusting. And then we've got... This one's not a true balloon dog, so I gotta be kind of careful how I do this. Then we've got a really dark spot up here. And then this leg's gonna be kind of dark, because it's not actually in the back, but it's in the back. And some here. These should be like a little more bean-shaped, but that's okay, because I don't... Actually, what they should be is a little brighter, I think. Yeah, like that instead of the color I was using. Okay, and then you can't see the neck at all. We've got this, like, connection point. Oh, this one, 90% of this body part should be darker. My iPad... Okay, recently I've been getting pissed off at my iPad because it's doing this thing where it'll go, like, dark, and then it just, like, doesn't undarken itself when I touch it again, and it's like, I'm trying to, like, brighten the screen. Oh, I guess this tail nub should actually look a little different, so let me redraw that. Eraser. Like, this should be an actual nub. Little nubby guy. And look like this, which kind of looks nasty, but it is what it is. Okay, and we'll fix this. Just a little nubbin. Because they don't actually tie the balloon on both sides. I didn't think about that shade. Now I have to figure out what color I was using for shading. It'll be a slightly different color, but that's fine. Okay, so down in this area, there's a lot of darkness. Over here, there's a lot of darkness. And I'll have to go back through and do some light highlighting, I mean. To give it that shine look. Okay, do I want to add darker darks? I do, I think. Let me do a little... This whole thing should be a darker color than the rest, like the little nose piece. Okay, and then let's do a really dark, not like actual dark, but like, yeah. Oops, I think I should do it smaller, like this. It should be in these crevasses. Parts that you absolutely cannot see. Nope, nope. Don't like that. Okay. Like that, and then put a little bit of that, because there's like shade. Shading is so hard for me. Shading is like my worst enemy forever and ever. Snubbin should be dark. There should be a lot of like lines, kind of. You hate shading. Yeah, shading is like, it's so hard because it really makes or breaks a piece of art. Because it's like either it looks really good or it looks okay. I would love to be able to do really good flat art with minimal shading. Shading buddies. We're doing it at the same time. Highlights. I think it's literally my worst enemy to do shading, though. Okay, so grab the lightest spot. And over here, but we don't want pure white just yet. Need this dog to look a little more white. He's kind of blue instead of white, but you can blame the lighting. You can pretend that it's the like background light. I just don't want to use black to shade it, because using black to shade white often doesn't look very nice. Okay, and then let's get some little shiny lines in here. Got like a... And one up here. No, it has to bend with the material. That bends this way. Little spot here, little spot there. I'll put one right there. No, maybe like there. Dude, that one doesn't feel right. Got little spots of shiny on the body. I'm kind of just looking at a reference image and copying where they have shinies. Boy, am I not good at placing shines. I think that looks not bad. I think he matches the rest of the appearance of the image, maybe. Maybe I should change the outlines to be a different color. I think that might do something. Let's see, the outlines I want to be like barely the darkest shade. Yeah, maybe like that instead. Oops, where's my... Oh, there's like a weird spot there, but I'm just gonna ignore it. Maybe I should change the collar's color, or line art too. I'll probably do that too. You ever have where you start, it hurts when you breathe in? I don't think that's normal, but sometimes that happens to me. Where I'll be like sitting there trying to breathe and my chest just hurts. I think they call that dying. Stop! My fucking iPad keeps like half darkening. And it's so annoying. Just want to see stuff. Just want to look at my weapons. Oh, no. I think I'll color the rough on a different layer. I think I did the red above the other layer. Zoom in. Computer, enhance. Okay. I think my iPad's just also starting to like crap out. It's not even that old, but like technology sucks. Gets old really fast. Like for no apparent reason. At least my drawing tablet's brand new. I don't have to get a new one for like 5 years, hopefully. Okay, zoom out. Ew, there's like a spot of nowhere. No, that's... No, don't save, you dumb piece of shit. Ah, damn it. Now I have to wait for it to save. Okay, go back. You fucked it up. Here we go. There we go. What am I... Why you not want to color? What's... Oh. I keep picking fucking the watercolor brush. Nobody wants the watercolor brush. I don't even use it. Why is it there? This is like literally a custom brush setup that I made. Why did I put the brush I never used there? I think that's because the watercolor brush had like potential for me to use it and I just haven't been. I should work on doing lineless art. I think lineless art would benefit me. What is this shit over here? Ugh. Oh, what layer are you on? That one. There we go. Okay. Then I go to the underlayer and I fix this. Don't fix it on a different layer. Shit. Why do I gotta do things on random layers? My god. I just do things on every layer possible. It makes things exponentially worse. And you can't tell that that part's a different color. Okay, next I want to kind of change some of these parts again. Take this and then take my airbrush. Airbrush these to be a lighter color. Turn up that opacity a little. There we go. This also do some airbrushing for no apparent reason. I kind of just did it at random. The background, I feel the background, I personally am not a big fan of doing backgrounds. Oh god, get rid of that. Delete that. I don't need that stuff anymore. Oops, now I'm on the wrong layer. Backgrounds are like actually my worst enemy. That's why I'm avoiding working on the background at all. Bennett's Bennett, made by Bennett for the Bennett. It's made for you. I don't know, what does that entail? Like, is it just your drawing you did? I'll look at art you did. I like seeing other people's art. I probably like won't actually look at it for a while. Bennett from Genshin Impact. Ah, I see. I'll look, but I don't have any knowledge of anyone from Genshin Impact, so all I'll be able to do is go, nice, a guy. Okay, I think I want to make the collar actually whiter than it is, but we'll see. Yeah. Cancel. Don't make a new layer there. New layer. Collar. collar. But get it way lighter. So I'll start by just doing like this. Maybe I should use more grayish blues, but I like using bluish colors for shading white. This looks nice a lot of the time. Okay, so want some super white right there. There. Top of this. Oh my god, shading ruffles is a fucking nightmare. I think we should stop making ruffly material. Just kidding, ruffly material is my favorite. Balloon. Okay, that's something. Now let's dark right there. Right there. No, this is too gray. This looks like ass now. Go back, go back, go back, go back. Back before I started adding any of that. Also, I'm adding it on top of a... Wait. I did this really stupid. God damn it. I think I have to change this thing's color in its entirety. I'm not gonna do it super well because I'm gonna put a layer on top of this that'll fix this a little bit. I have to go back and like clean up the edges on that actually touch the outside though. Okay, and then I do a bucket. Have to again. Yeah, because I was trying to do shading on this and it's just not gonna work. Steve. Did you see the Minecraft movie? I did not see the Minecraft movie. And I probably will not see the Minecraft movie. You actually did? Would you rate it good or bad? Would you rate it, I would see this movie again, or I would never want to see this movie again? I don't remember the movie out of 10. Okay, so I would say that means the movie was utterly unremarkable. That's the wrong spot. Because if you can't remember, then that means the movie didn't have any impact on you whatsoever. Yeah, the memes, and then there's the rest of the movie. Okay, that as a summary in itself makes a lot of sense. As in, like, the only remarkable parts were the stupid jokes. Like, I know everyone's like, chicken jockey. Chicken jockey, and then he chickened all over the place or something. I don't know how to color ruffles. That's the best we're getting right there. Also change the color of this outline. It's not doing it for me. Or at least these parts aren't doing it for me. The balloon dog's okay to be a bluish white because it looks better, but the collar itself is like, eh. that's always my thing about shading with, like, grayish colors, is it makes the white not look clean. Makes it look, like, unimpressive. I heard the new Superman movie is pretty good. But these balls, nice. The people who have told me the movie's good isn't a very big, like, selection of people, so they could be completely wrong. Or have bad opinions. Ew, I'm gonna have to clean this all way better once there's a background color that I can actually see this on. Thought usually people went for these nuts. These balls doesn't have the same impact. Not enough force in these balls. That could be a joke in itself. Okay. Red collar. Pretty nuts, ha 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 ha. I'm not surprised there's not that many. What the fuck did I just do? God damn it. Go back, go back. No, 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 I did this last time. I have to, like, close and reopen this shit, because I don't know what I just did. Now I have a little hand. I don't want a little hand. Stop having a little hand. How do I stop having a little hand? Whatever, we're closing and reopening this. File. Open. Where did it go? There. I still have a little hand, damn it, I have to close the whole thing. I really should figure out what that is and why that happens, but that sounds like a future me problem. It's a current me problem. I don't know what I'm fucking talking about. You dumb piece of shit. But it's fine, it's fine. It's a future me problem. You don't know if you like your drawing? I mean, that's how art is sometimes. Sometimes you don't like your drawing and that's okay. We all make art we don't like sometimes. I'm a big proponent of sometimes it's okay to make ugly art. Sometimes it's okay to make really shitty art where you're like, wow, that is impressive with how shit this is. Oh, wait, undo that. I mean, just okay isn't bad. You can't have perfection every time. You could quote Steven Universe right there if you wanted to. Something hot dogs. I haven't watched Steven Universe since I was like 12. Oh, is that actually when that came out? Gross. I don't know, but I think sometimes that happens with art though, where you're like, this is just okay. That's how I feel about this whole piece, is like, it's something, but sometimes it's just about trusting the process and you gotta just keep going. You gotta see it out till the end, even if the end product's not really what you're looking for. The journey, not the... or... yeah, it's about the journey and not the destination. I think that's a good one for art. Something random I learned is there's people do warm-up sketches? I've never done that in my whole entire life, and I don't actually know if that would benefit me. Like, of course, people, like, if I said that to people who do warm-up sketches, they'd be like, yeah, they'll benefit you, but it's like, usually when I draw, it's only for a certain amount of time, so I don't know if I want to, like, waste some of my energy doing that. I mean, you gotta learn, like, people who are perfectionists aren't stuck that way. They just gotta learn to, like, accept things as they are. Perfectionism is not actually a positive trait. You gotta know when there's limits to what you can do and what is achievable. And sometimes things are just okay the way they are, even if that's not perfect. Not everything needs to be perfect. And we said that you can do anything as long as you try hard. That's not true, unfortunately. Some things are beyond your current capabilities, and it's not about trying hard in that moment. It's about taking what you've done and learning from it. So I guess in the end, if you try hard, you can, but, like, it may take a really, really long time. Like, not every step in your path has to be perfect. So when you scream yeah, try that one. Like, when you're drawing and you get frustrated, just scream really loud, and it'll help you get better. Your neighbors might not like it, though. Your neighbors may, in fact, file a formal complaint if you scream. But you can try it out, see how it works. Give it the old college try. Dragon Balls told me that method. They're right. They're so right. You listen to Goku, you'll never go wrong. Except for Goku, is a fucking space alien. So the fact that he's really powerful is, like, kind of bullshit, because, like, no actual humans are anywhere comparative to his power level. Don't come at me if that's, like, if they've somehow powered up one of the humans during Dragon Ball Super. I haven't watched Super. And I'm probably never gonna watch Dragon Ball Super. But Goku starts at an advantage. Bro's already a fucking powerful space alien. Even if he's bald. So what you're saying is, to be a really strong human, you have to bald. So I guess pick your poison. Are you ready to be bald? If not, then you cannot be powerful and achieve anything. But he's also bald, so it's not looking good if you want to have hair and be powerful. Tien is also an alien, though. Or he's, like, part alien. I forget how the fucking lore works. He's, like, part of some stupid fucking mutant race of humans that are, like, aliens. That are, like, the ancestors of aliens or something. I don't know. It's... They be making shit up, like, randomly. And it's like, okay, whatever you say. Yeah, Yamcha... He's strong for a regular human. And that's about it, though. He's strong for a regular. Like, you could be like Yamcha if you wanted. And maintain your long hair, but you will have no bitches, and you will suffer for a majority of the show. Yamcha has like the shittiest role in the show. Does he even exist still in Dragon Ball Super? Or is he just like fucking around on Earth? I don't know anything about Dragon Ball Super. Black Clover, the flaw in that one is magic isn't real, so so like Asta's probably only as strong as like a regular person. There's not like, you know, regular humans in Asta's world. Yeah, but what I'm saying is like for Dragon Ball, there's regular humans, so you can comparatively view how you would be in Dragon Ball world. But in Black Clover, there's not people like that, except for Asta. Doesn't he have, like, a different ability, though? So he still, like, is beyond normal human capabilities. Because isn't his power, like, magic absorption or some shit? I don't remember. I just know he's not normal either. I'll pretend that's how collars look for little balloon dogs. Okay, time to shade this N64 controller, I guess. Gotta Google what one looks like. Or controller. It's been a long time since I've seen Black Clover. He cancels magic with his sword. See, but that's still a power beyond our capabilities. So, okay, where is the controller in my layers? Right there. First problem is this isn't the right color. We'll start by fixing that. More of a warm tone, or a cool toned gray. Nope, that's not gray. A cool toned gray. No, not that one either. No. No. Can I have this be, like, way bigger? Demon Slayer? Okay, so then we're gonna get into power scaling, where if you talk to people, so in Demon Slayer, they are only proportional to real humans. Like, their powers don't extend beyond, like, very far beyond what humans are capable of. We're getting closer to the right color here. No, lighter. Something like that one. That one. I think that's the right color. Okay. Yeah, but if you talk to anyone who's into power scaling, Demon Slayer doesn't fit very well. Okay, thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I need to change the line art for this thing. That one. We're on this color. Now let's... Yeah, like that. That's a better line art color. Maybe like next Sunday I should play a game instead of drawing. That's just the me who's trying to get out of fucking finishing this art though. Me who doesn't like completing anything. Okay, and then the buttons, we've got yeller, lighter yeller, and then we've got a green. I'll leave that one like that. And there's a blue. Pretty dark. I think maybe next Sunday I should just take a break from playing from streaming. Kind of loser talk though. No, it's not laser talk. It's not like I'm trying to win anything here. No, I don't know. I'll see how I feel next Sunday. I might take a break. After all, this is a hobby. It's supposed to make me feel nice. This color, and then very subtly behind the controller, I need to add bumpers. Left bumper, right bumper. Okay, controller. I'll add just another layer. Bumpers. Something just like a very subtle thing like that. Hold on, I need to fix. I've got this giant fucking color wheel taking up 90% of the screen that you can't see because I keep forgetting to like try to adjust that setting because that's a lot of work. Next weekend, I want to take it easy though because I've been going out like every weekend for the past month. That means I don't get to see people stream, but also I want to go and place or go places. A hard compromise sometimes. Buttons. Ouch, my head. Okay, so yeah, I'll just leave that as that color. I'm gonna have to adjust this line art. This line art's kind of ass. And they've got little arrows. You can't tell that's an arrow, but that's okay. I don't really care if it's a good arrow or not. And we've got our A button. A button's a nice bright blue. Got our B button. The A button should say A on it. Green's a nice bright green. Maybe not that bright, but we'll keep it for the moment. This B. Then we've got our start button, which I'm not gonna write start on. I'm just gonna put, oh, that is too much red, too red. Back off a little there. That's still really red. That's like candy red still. Oh, now we're backed off too much. That one's fine. I'll just put a little scribble here to represent the word start. Okay, and then we have a whitish gray for the joystick. And there's the weird thingy. I don't know what you call this, the joystick platform. Nope, too dark. And there's actually gonna be like a weird hexagon below it. That's the like movement stuff. Let's put that slightly dark. Like is it a hexagon or is it an octagon? I never learned basic shapes. Not true. Definitely learned basic shapes. I'm just trying to be stupid. Whatever, I'm not doing these shapes. Shaped like that. Close enough. I can't draw an octagon. Oh man. You've got a lot. No, I forgot this is on the same layer. 1 point there, 1 point there, a point there, a point there, then a point between each of them. That's how you draw whatever this thing is called. A subtler line to connect to those. Okay, there we go. Now that's shaped more appropriately. Perfect. And actually there's like one more darker tone in here that goes like this. I don't know why I'm doing the shading here, but it's fine. And then we'll get to the actual like stuff on that one, and then that should be the same color as this. You can still see the old line art color peeking underneath, but that'll get addressed at some point. Ah! I have a blister on my foot. I don't know why, and I don't know how. It's pissing me off. I don't even do that much. I don't know why I have a blister. Maybe that's the issue, is because I don't do enough. Layer shade, but... I need this blister to go away by, like, tomorrow, because I have to fucking bike to work. I don't really want to bike to work with the blister. Yeah, what choice do I have? Oh, the other day I thought, okay, so there's the library near where I work has a 3D printer, and so I finally decided to print something with there at the library. It was very cool. Because I like didn't expect them to get it done so fast, but it was like only an hour before they were done with my my request. So I had them 3D print a little food bowl for my roly-polies. It's very stupid and very small, and it cost me 9 cents, but it was very cool. Because I've never 3D printed anything before. I kind of want these, like, be a little better looking. Yeah, something like that. I'll do the same thing for all the other buttons. They're very subtle. They kind of look like inverted circles, but it's okay. We'll leave them as is. They can look however I want them to look. Oh, too hard, too heavy. Okay, and then finally the joystick should be like that. Then this one, I think I'll kind of leave the hard outline just a little bit, because it kind of does have a hard outline around it. Like subtly, very subtle hard outline, like that. And get rid of it around here. And probably get rid of it on most of the controller. Not fully, but anywhere it's not necessary. So I think it's not necessary down here. Have a line. But it is necessary to kind of keep it over here. I keep thinking of going and getting more so I got isopods or roly-polies, whatever you want to call them, like two or 3 weeks ago at this point, and I just keep, my brain is like, buy more. You need to buy more, and it's like, don't do it. I don't need more, but I want more. It'd be fun. It'd be cool. Like, my heart says I should own 7 billion. But my wallet says they cost like $50 for 10 roly-polies, so don't do that. Who could have guessed that roly-polies would be so expensive? It's kind of crazy. It's like, I can go get those from the floor, but I can't get the nice ones from the floor. It'd be nice if I could get fancy ones from just outside, but alas, it's not meant to be. Okay. A little of this. A little more shade in it. I think maybe I should put a little hard outline around the outside of these, but I'll think about that in like 2 seconds. If anything, the hard outline should be the color on the controller, like this color. No, that's not a thing. Like something like this, yeah. Oh, yesterday when I went out with my friends, we went and got ramen, and I won a free dessert next time we go to that place. We'll see when we go to that place though, because it was specifically in a pretty far away area, so I don't know if we're ever gonna go there again. Nope, don't do that. Hold on. These buttons are kind of close together, but it's whatever. These have a thing between them. Okay, and then we need to go back to airbrush so I can get these little details. Said I would make this controller detailed, and I guess I really am. I should do an maybe instead of just taking next week off, I just do like an object study drawing. I think that's something I need to work on, is object studies. Or I don't know. Okay. We've got our buttons that vaguely look weird. Now we do some... Nope. You gotta actually be on the layer for that. Ooh, this is too opaque. I need to turn down the opacity. And very, very gentle. No, that's way too big. Okay. Very gentle coloring on that one. And then back down to being small, so a little more here. I'm gonna have to go back and fix the shading, but we'll get there when we get there. And then there's this whole divot right here. This whole thing is in a divot. Hold on. Gotta draw a circle. Yeah, like that. It's okay. Maybe a little blending here. A little blurring. Sure, whatever. Oh, wrong brush. There should be a logo here, but I'm not writing anything. Maybe I'll just put it like spot. Nope, no spot. Okay. And there's already something around here. And then there should be some stuff on that controller or that joystick, but I need to go back to the line art and fuck with that. Stop. First thing is make this match out there. This should match more. There's so many little spots that I need to fix. I can see them and they're bothering me. Sure, that's what a N64 controller looks like, right? Sure. Wait, I forgot there's lines. Hold on, we're not done. There's also lines on that other thing, but I'll see if I want to add those. Buttons, buttons, buttons. Okay. Pen. Smaller pen. 4. Like that, and then or 1 ring, and I will not do another ring because it's too small. And you can pretend that the other ring is there. Spot here, and then stuff here. Kind of crazy how many games there are in the world to play. You'll never ever play all the good games in the world. That's kind of sad, actually. People out here making like art they're spending so much time and money to make, but you don't always get to have people experience it. Okay. We've got the controller. Actually, I do want to add... I was gonna have the other half of the cord dangling behind the hand. Let me make... cord. I gotta decide if I want to add the connection point to the cord. I think I don't want to because I'm lazy. I think it's just gonna be dangling behind everything. Like this. Go down a little more. Yeah. Well, no, now it looks like it's on a rope. It needs to go off to the side more. So, like, here. No, don't go through the heart. Like, oh shit. Like that. But then I feel like it should be dangling down here. Ugh, I'll come back to that if I decide to. Oh, my brain says I need to do that. Brain says it will look best if the cord is dangling. And then the connection kind of looked like this, if I recall. I don't know if there's pictures of the connection point. So it might just stay looking like that, because I don't recall what it looks like. There's that part, and then I think it also had like a neck piece, kind of. It's been a long time since I've seen an N64 controller, like in person. We'll just leave it like that for now. I'll come back and color that maybe if I remember. Stick. I don't want to color stick. Okay, stick. New layer. Flipping layer, and then what does a stick look like? I guess you can see the bottom of this one, I imagine. At least a little bit. How hard do I want to get into making this stick? Not really hard. I want this stick to be mediocre stick. I don't. It's a rod. That's it. That's about it for what I'm gonna be doing on the stick. I'll have to go back and change the line art too, but like, I am not doing anything more than a little bit of shading. Hold on. Zoom in more. And here. Blend in with this edge. And maybe a few, like, just random lines for texture. Sticks have lines. Insightful advice. Sticks have lines. Hold on, go back up. Right here, there should be a lot of dark, though. Ugh. Morning, I just had a random fucking assortment of food for breakfast. I feel like I should have eaten, like, real food. But instead I had a croissant. I had a handful of popcorn. Had, an egg. I guess an egg's part of regular breakfast. Where did I color the line art for the stick on? What the heck is the stick its own lines? Where did I color the stick? Hold on. No, it's definitely, it was one of those. Oh, it's this one. I just didn't see it. Okay. Let's see. Some of this is almost lineless now. Maybe I should go back and do this lineless-y looking stuff to the clothes, but no, I don't think I will. Because the face is definitely not lineless. Oops. Oopsies. There we go. Okay. Stick. Now this stupid fucking bag that makes no damn sense. Bag. And then I'm gonna have to submit to doing the background. It can't be that bad to do the background. be small so I can get in these. Oh no, I hate how that looks. Go back. Wrinkles don't make no sense to me at all, but it's fine. I gotta change what color they are. What layer are you? I want to play a game. My friend said we were gonna play a game yesterday, and then we didn't. Probably because they fell asleep. Or because they don't love me. Not true, but true in my heart, because they didn't play games with me. Yeah, sure, I'll leave that like that. Really ugly shading. Need to go buy a picture frame. Except for I don't really want to do that. Then I'm gonna have a piece of art just like sitting in my room if I don't. I sure do love shading. That's... okay, where am I? What am I doing now? So these dots are supposed to be like white. Oh. How about you color them like a normal person instead of doing it like that? I have like every problem ever going on with me right now. I got a mosquito bite on my back. I have a blister on my foot. I think I have a mosquito bite right next to that blister. Every problem ever. And when I go to work, I have to actually do work at work. It's always the worst when you have to like actually do work. Or like prepare for something that's gonna take me like 7 months. No, that's not true. It'll only take me like a month. New layer. Dots. I have to change that line. Oh, and I was working on a sewing project a while ago, and I kind of just like stopped working on it because my brain stopped wanting to work on it. So now I have like pins and shit scattered on my floor for no reason. I haven't touched them in forever. Forgot to make this dot go all the way through. But I really want to continue working on my sewing project. It's just one of those things where it's like right this moment, I don't have motivation for it. Which is sad, because I also like lost motivation for doing art fight like 2 weeks ago. So it's like, man, I haven't worked on anything cool at all for a while. Dots. New layer. Layer below. Okay. I need the airbrush. Don't like. Oh, stop doing that. We'll have to go back and change some of these layers, but that's okay. Some of the line art is what I mean. There, and then a little bit. A little too much shading, but it's okay. There could be more going on with that bag, but Maybe I'll come back and fix that later. I think it's time to finally start doing stuff with the background. Okay, so the background. I think very first I'm actually gonna do the foreground, which is like the card frame is what I'll call it. Okay, so very first is this border. Where do I have the line making tool? Here's the line making tool. I want it to make big old lines. That's not right. And make a big old line. Nope, that's not even big enough. Big old line. Sure. So if I go like this along the border, it'll make me a straightish line. So I don't remember where the original gray that I used for these outlines is, so I'll just take the eye color gray. I will go this corner to this corner. Hopefully that's straight enough. We'll zoom out. This corner to this corner. I'm just gonna pretend these lines are like straight enough. That one went way above where I wanted it to go. Okay. They got right angles? Do I have a tool to make a right angle? Parallel lines. Oh, thank God. Yes, there is a tool to make. So I want it to be on this line here. That looks better, I guess. Now get rid of them. And now fill this in. Okay, so there's our frame. Do I want that to actually be the color of the frame? Hold on. Let me bring up the tarot card. How tarot cards look again. Okay, so they actually kind of have white. Ugh. Well, I can always just like change the color easily. Hold on. Yeah, so now the border's white. But the thing is, like, there's a thin black outline around these, so let's bring back some of these parallel lines. And then I'm just gonna make another layer lines. I'm always making more and more layers forever. So how thick do I want this line? A little too thin. Also, let's go back to gray-black. Little too thick, so maybe this size. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna have to, like, go to the corners of these and make the corner look better, but that's how it is sometimes. Okay. And am I able to make these rotate? Yeah, you got a rotation of these? What if I turn the whole art piece? How about that? How do I do that? Oh. I never flip art, because flipping art makes me sad. Aw, the parallel lines flipped too, damn it. Oh. Cancel. It doesn't seem like I can rotate the parallel lines, which is kind of sad. Okay, anyway, that's fine. I'll figure it out. It should just be from that corner to the other corner, and that should be good enough, maybe. Let's see. I'll come back and clean up those corners. It's fine. It's fine. Pretend it's fine. Nope. No. 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 I don't think that one was, flush, but we'll deal with it. Wait. There we go. I was like... Okay, so now what we need to do is very carefully make these edges sharp. Very careful, like... Oops. I forgot that I can do this like that. I don't want to do it like that, though. Go back to free drawing mode. Zoom out. Don't do it like that. Ugh. Zoom out faster. This one I'm gonna need to fill in a little bit of this corner, actually. The opposite of the others. Okay. Not perfectly sharp, but from really far away it looks sharp. And then sharpen this one up a little. I have to return clothes and like so many other things. It's just such a hassle. I don't want to do that, but I need to. Where's this fucking dot from? There we go. Like, returning things sucks, but also at the same time, I'd rather return stuff in person than like ship it. It's like at least one way it's definitely gonna get to the store. Then they can't charge me money or whatever. Oh, the handwriting. Ooh, how do I want to do the handwriting on the card? There also should be a little panel where I put the writing, which will be like here. Okay, so card frame. Let's go. Well, actually, I don't know. I wish I had drawn this line slightly further down. I guess I can still do that. There's nothing stopping me from drawing it slightly further down. Ah, shit. What size were these? 14? Yeah. Okay, where exactly do I want it to go down to? Maybe like right here. Take that and go here. Oh no, that don't look. Wait, I know how to do this. I know how to do this. Take that, and then we control copy, and then we control paste. We just slide it down. Perfect. No hassle. And we merge. Then we do that again. Control paste. And we take it all the way to the other side of the screen. Get all these fucking lines off the screen, my god. Okay, like that. And then we put it over one more. Merge, merge, merge. We deselect. Okay. Now I'm gonna have to still draw another line, so I don't want to erase the top line, I just want to like relocate it. And get rid of that. Eraser, not pen. Or actually, is that the right spot already? No, that line still needs to go up more, I think. It's just like closer to where I want it to be now. Smaller, smaller. Watercolor, I keep picking watercolor. I need to like get rid of that. Here we go, okay, and then what we're gonna do is relocate this line. And I can always fix the edges if I don't like where the edges end up. I'm just gonna, like, essentially pick it up to relocate it. then we want to... No. No, no, no. Take the line. Okay, where does the line go? Line should go about that tall, I believe. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, sure, whatever. The line also needs to scoot over because I accidentally missed like a pixel. Okay, done. Go back and fix this little portion. Yep. Perfect. And then... How far above us is this? Guess it's pretty far when you're moving like single pixel by single pixel. Oh. Okay, okay. And go over. No, hold on. Yep. And I gotta do it in the right spot. Double check that I didn't leave like. There's kind of a little bit. I guess I'll just like vaguely go over it with the eraser. Just lightly. Not fully do anything. Okay. Now we've got this box. Whoa! I just discovered a feature on my tablet. Holy shit. I can move... There's a spot that I can, like, use as a trackpad. Holy shit, I didn't know I could do this. That's, like, incredible. Can I, like, also just, like, click with it? I don't know how I do that one. I only know how to use right-click. Anyway, getting distracted, learning things about my tablet that I didn't read enough about. So this little segment down here should be a light, gray, a warm gray. This color. No. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Let us put here gray. And if I was smart, I could do something like this. And it didn't do anything. Or did it? Hold on. Okay, it did do something. Just kind of stupid. And yeah, okay, so now that is... I feel like I should round these corners, maybe, but I don't know. I'll leave it as is for the moment. For the moment, for forever. It's staying like that forever. It's not changing. Like, I don't change things. Text. Okay, so... The text, this one I will actually have to change at some point, but I'm just gonna do like a light version of like writing on this so that I can eventually get rid of the background layer. Okay, so we've got 0 at the top somewhere. No. Actually, you can do it like this though. 0. Is that the middle? I need a line for the middle. Do I got a parallel line? 1 point perspective. Radial lines. I don't think I can put a line straight through the middle. There's gotta be a way to rotate these fucking lines. What's the point if I can't rotate the lines? No, I'm telling you, stop having lines. Okay, and then I'll just kind of like handwrite it, so it'll be like, no, these are tiny. Eventually this will be like some serif font that I go back and change. E. Like SpongeBob. I think I wrote it too big. I'll have to figure out how I actually want to write this as a font. Too close. Serifed L. Actually be like somewhere there. That's not how I'm writing that. I'll go back and fix that at some point, but I don't want to fix it right now. Okay, so I think I want to do yellow and orange for the rays of the sun in the background. I think I am gonna keep the sun like a white, crisp white. I'm not sure if I want to how I exactly want to do it though. I'm just gonna kind of like go for it. Done. I think that's just how you do all art, is just fucking go for it. So first we need a big circle. Then I need to move it around to where I want it to be. Like in the corner for realsies. Right there, I guess, is fine. Color that shit in. Are you gonna have like little mist marks in your own thing? Whatever. I gotta fix those little lines because they're ugly. No. Why do you keep drawing circles? We're not on the drawing circles mode. Okay, I should have to fix some in this little corner and bottom. Okie dokie. It's kind of in a really weird spot, I feel like. It's just like a really awkward spot. I'm gonna adjust that. It's gotta go like there. Otherwise it looked really weird. Like it was missing some part of itself or something. Ugh. Dead. Ugh. And we've got rays of sun that are gonna go behind it. Actually, I'm just gonna kind of... No, that has to go behind everybody. Hold on, I'm moving this. Okay. Do I like this yellow? I literally took it from my own dude, so I guess I like this yellow. Maybe a lighter yellow. Less light yellow. That's like the exact same yellow I think I had before, but we're just gonna go with that one. Okay, and then... Wait, I should be working... So, I'm working way too far forward. I for some reason, I'm working in layers above all my character layers. That's stupid. Orange. Now we need an orange that looks nice. Do I want a pastel orange or do I want like a bright orange? I think a bright orange like this. This looks nice. It's still kind of a pastel, but that's fine. Now let's get this radial. Can I move the center of the radial? Hold on. Or do I just have to like... No, how do I move... How do I move the radial lines? A hand? No. Snap to ruler. Edit. There we go. The spacing on these, I want a wider spacing. Like that. I think that's a good spacing on those. Okay. So, I don't No. I guess we're just doing it like that. Where are my lines? There's my line. Oh, okay. How's it doing it like that? Why is it doing it like that? Fine, it's whatever. Got. No, neither of those were good. Well. Why is it not doing it, like, actually on the line I want it to do it on? It's fine, it's whatever. Does it on whatever fucking line it wants. It'll... it's okay. A little fucked up, but that's alright. Oh, and then this little corner in the top. Okay, now get rid of these fucking lines. They're pissing me off. And because I didn't, or I guess I can just connect them, huh? And then I can figure out what I'm doing after that. Yeah. Paint bucket. Paint bucket. I have to go in and fix that because it looks crappy when it first paint bucket. Does it? No, I can see that there's a little bit of whatever going on. No. Or is there? I can't fucking tell. And at least tell these spots I totally missed. I think I got them. Okay, and then I missed filling in this part, so I'll just manually fill that in. I don't know how I feel about doing the background like this. I want it to be different from like the actual full tarot card, but I want it to be similar. So it's like a hard choice of how I want to differentiate them. Okay, next we've got filling in this part. Fill in that part. This one, it's like I need to go like this because it doesn't actually need to extend all the way. We'll eventually not see that. It needs to go farther down because this is included in the background. Okay. I'll have to fix a lot of that, but we'll get there. I don't see a ton of little white spots, so that's because I'm zoomed out still. Bigger? I don't know. I'll just... If I see it, I'll fix it. If I don't, then I won't. That's how it'll be. That's how this whole art piece is, because otherwise it'll never get done. Okay. Next, we've got this one. This one does not need to extend nearly that far down, because it'll be covered mostly. Nope. Undo. That's because I'm missing this line. There we go. Close enough, I think. I think that looks fun, but I think I need to do something more with the sun. I think I'm gonna give it a slightly darker orange outline, and then put lines between the rays. So like, let's see. This orange. Yeah, that's a good orange, I think. Okay, so what I need is to move the sun so it's not all the way on top of all the other layers. like right here. Now it's behind the line art. I want that to be. Then we do sun lines. One second, I'm looking at how the lines are on the actual card. Okay, so we will do line around this, which I'll just use the handy dandy tool. That's not gonna put it around it, but I'll get there. Actually, I want that to be way thinner. Undo, undo. 6. Oopsie. Like that, and then place it. And then we'll do some transforming. Scale. Not right size yet. I wish I had done this earlier. Apply. Oh, I can see orange stuff right there. I knew this would happen eventually. Okay, now I need to use some straight lines, but I kind of want to, like, draw the lines because I feel like it might give a little bit of depth if they're, like, not perfect. I want to not see this right now. I don't know. I'll freehand some of them, and then I'll decide if I want to keep them freehand or not. So there should at least be some. Oh. Why are you... Oh, that's because I just changed the color, that's why. Oh, go back. Undo that. Undo that. Okay. It's gonna be hard for me to decide. Nope. Oh my god, my phone just buzzed so loud for no reason. I don't necessarily want these to line up with the actual rays, I feel like. I kinda just want them to, like, exist. Yeah, I feel like that looks nice. I don't know about nice, I guess, but it looks visually interesting. Now I want some that are different sized. I want some that are big. Ones I want to... No, it's not happening correctly. I'll need to go back and fix the base of that one, but, like, yeah. Well, Actually, I think I'm gonna go back and add the radial ruler so that I can make it look actually really nice. I need to edit the ruler. Where's the edit button? I forget. Properties. So now I need a lot of lines. Way more lines. That many lines, yes. Okay. So we're just gonna do some really thick lines. Like random-ish thick lines. They're not gonna end up being that random, but yeah. That one's too long. Then I need a lot more small lines. Oh, I'm making them too structured. I don't want them to be structured. Like, I do want... Yeah, it's so hard to balance structure and randomness. Okay, let's see. Is that too many lines? No, I think that's fine. Let's get rid of the ruler. Yeah, I think I'll leave it like that. If anything, I could do the outline a little thicker around the sun. That would be like my one thing I think I could change. But let me connect all these better. So they're like... Maybe I want to give them little bases so that they slightly curve off of the sun. I don't know how much of an effect that'll add, but it'll be just a little detail. Sometimes little things make stuff look better. Oh god, that is so bad. Hold on. Okay, fixed. Sun lines. I went too far. We'll see how I like this. I can also see this stuff right there, but I don't want to fix that right this second. There's also some that accidentally go in too far, but E. No, go back. Eraser. Yeah, I don't want to fix that. Fixes it on a single one of them. That specific one bothered me. I should become one of those people who plays Undertale music in the background. God, I am... So I've noticed something really, really fucking funny since Chapter 3 of Deltarune has come out. Instantly, so many people are using the new songs for backgrounds in, like, video essays and stuff. Like, I'll be listening to a random fucking video essay that came out last week, because I like to do that in my free time, like, listen to random video essays, and they'll be using, like, TV time, and it's like, bro, that song came out less than a month ago. Like, I don't know if it was necessary to update your background music just yet, because I've been hearing people have been having issues with the distributor of Deltarune's music and Undertale's, which really sucks. I hope Toby, like, can do something about it in a way that he likes. Okay, so I like how that sun looks. It's a little extra bright, so I might tone down the background colors. I'm not too certain yet, though. Like, it is really exceptionally bright of a background. I'll think about it. I'm not sure yet. We're not there yet. Okay. So next, I need to block in the shape of the ugly-ass mountains and the ugly-ass cliff. I'll start with the mountains. The mountains, I don't know if I want them to be the same color as they are in the actual card, because they're blue in the card. And I didn't like that because they make me think they're waves instead of mountains. But I think for the moment I'll just block them in as blue. Now, do a little bit of this. It goes in a big loop around and press the paint bucket. And then you don't fix it because you don't want to. Okay. And then get rid of that so I can put the cliff in. Cliff. So the cliff definitely is going to stay brown. I don't know exactly what brown I'll want it to be by the end, but for now it'll be brown. This one, I care significantly less about getting a really precise shape on it. So it kind of... Oh, that is orange. That is not brown, bro. Get your colorblind ass out of here. Okay. So, like... Usually this foot's kind of up, so I don't know. Well, it's already not really up on a different plane, so it doesn't really matter that much. Like that. Suppose that's how the cliff is gonna look. Kind of like a doo-doo brown at the moment. Very doo-doo color. I don't want to do the background right now. Backgrounds make me want to cry. These colors don't go that well together. They're also really saturated. So, first off, I think I can finally get rid of this background layer. This thing's now completely unnecessary. It can be retired down to the sketch layer. Or... Nope, you can't see it at all. Okay. So... Where did it... Wait, hold on. Control Z that. Control Z that. Wait, hold on. No. Wait, no. No. Wait, no. No! Shit! No! You can't be serious. Oh no, why? Oh. We have our first wrong layer. No! Or did I accidentally merge those at some point? I swear that was its own separate thing. Hold on. Let me Control Z until I get back to having another layer called sun lines. Alright, I can always redraw these sun lines. Okay, I guess I just accidentally merged them together. That's what happened. Okay. Ugh, don't do that again. Now we'll just redraw those other two because I'd rather just redraw my rough shapes than have to redo those lines because those ones looked pretty nice. Okay. Nope, way too thick for mountains. Gonna do a... And back around. Like before. Okay, and then right at that. Lift. I knew I had done those on their own layers, but it still panicked me because I was like, holy shit, wait, did I not? Instead of a doo-doo brown, let's do a, like, less doo-doo brown. How do I want to do this? Like this? And like that. And I have to actually connect to those. Oopsies. Oopsies. Okay. Okay. Now I can retire the line art in the background. And don't connect it to anything else. Clipping. No, that's not right. That's not right. Undo that. Down. Okay. So now we got a background that's kind of laid out. How much am I feeling doing more of the background right now? I don't want to work on more of the background, but also, like, I'm so close. We're so close here. I hate backgrounds, I hate backgrounds, I hate backgrounds, I hate backgrounds. Okay. I think we should just stop putting backgrounds in arts. We should just not do backgrounds. I'm gonna do some more, like, rough colors. And maybe get off and have lunch. Like, gonna be some different colors here. Maybe I need to scoot the rocks in a little. There should be some rockings here. I want these to be bigger. I don't know how serious I want to get with some of these colorings. This is, like, not brown. Okay, though. How do you draw rocks? This is the real test of, like, what I can draw. I don't know what the fuck rocks look like, dude. And there should be, like, a sheer cliff down this way. And there'll be, like, a really dark outline. Rawr. Like, not at all what this is gonna end up looking like, hopefully, but for the moment, this is something for me to think about. Okay, and then there's like... I need this to be a more terracotta color. This, and then... something like that. Sure, we'll just leave that as my rough guide for the moment, and then look at something for the mountains. These layers don't have actual names at this point. They're just getting worse and worse. You can't see them, but this one was called P left bracket LE left bracket LP 4F. So we want some snow caps on these mountains. Want them to look like actual snow caps, opposed to like whatever you call a cap on a wave. I think that's also just called a cap, but I don't know. Then we want some darker mountains in the forefront. And like not just this area, I think over here we want some darker mountains too. Technically, shouldn't the darkest mountains be in the back, in the furthest back? Yes. That's how mountains work, so go backwards. These aren't darker. Well, these ones down here are darker because they're below. They're in the shadow of the mountain. But I think these ones, if we're doing a third range, should be slightly lighter. But not light as the actual forefront mountains. No, that's not right. I don't know what the right color here is. Let's just do like that. Something like that. Hello, welcome back. I don't know. The background, I'm not feeling the background at the moment, but we'll see where I go. I'm thinking of taking a break for today in a little bit, because I just like... backgrounds fry my brain. Backgrounds make me want to cry. I don't understand backgrounds. The sun, oh, I almost lost the sun. I almost fucked it up real bad. But I do really like how it looks, because I accidentally combined it with another layer, and then I was like, wait, hold on, why is it going away? Where is it? Right now I'm just kind of, like, roughly blocking in colors that I'm probably gonna want. Oh, backgrounds, please. I guess that's not too bad. I kind of don't like how green these ones are, though. These green mountains. I don't know, I have to... It's so dandy. The word I haven't heard in a while. Dandy. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go back and do something about the background, but I'm not sure what. Background, just like... Maybe it's too saturated? Let me see it. Am I able... Do they got layers in this fucking program? Or instead of layers, I could just like... Or not layers, filters. That's the word I'm looking for. Filters. I'm just gonna take an airbrush and like very lightly color over everything to see if I like a darker palette. Lower that opacity a lot. Would I like this better if everything was a little... Oh my god, my program's starting to have issues loading. There's so much going on. Wait, actually, why does that look interesting the way that just random scribbling did? Oh, that's too dark. Something about that looks kind of nice, though. I think maybe just scribble on these, like, background elements more would be good. But then the sun should be shining through. 4 packs. I don't have it. Unfortunately, the tarot card pack would only have 1 card in it. You'd have a kind of useless deck. You know, that's actually something I'm kind of surprised about, that there's not more, VTubers based around tarot cards. I know a single VTuber who has a relationship to tarot cards, and I don't know any other ones. Why are you not blurring as I say? You should. Oh, my thing is struggling. Oh no. The art program's struggling. I don't know, well, I'll figure out what I'm doing with this. It sure be looking some way. Layer 81. There's a lot of layers going on here, is what that's telling me. That would be fun, but I don't think there's enough tarot cards for that. Like, well, I guess everyone could have the same tarot card. What am I trying to do here? I want the opacity on this layer to be lowered. Do that over here. How do I feel about this? I don't know, maybe at some point we could, like, it'd be fun to do something community-wise with tarot cards. Maybe I can force my mods to have a tarot card assigned to them. By force, I mean tell them, hey, you guys should pick a tarot card, wouldn't that be fun? This is not blurring at all because this is so far, this is so big. There we go. There we go, that's a little better. Bigger, 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 bigger. Blur, blot. Oh, it's stuttering. Oh no, I'm stuttering too. Alright, let's stop doing mega blur, because my computer does not like that. You'd be High Priestess. That'd be fun. I like the High Priestess card. I think it's very, Okay, I like the High Priestess card because, like, everyone has tarot cards they're born with, and I think one of mine is High Priestess. I believe so, at least. I gotta practice my handwriting so I can make that handwriting at the bottom look better. Where's my save button? Let me force my computer to save for about, like, 5 minutes. Tarot cards Persona reference? Okay, like, to be honest, it is a Persona reference. Like, when I originally, the username I use is really old. When I first started using it, it was based on Persona, because the main character of Persona is always the fool. So that's definitely a big, like, part of where I started using the fool from. I already liked, like, tarot cards before then, but then I was like, oh, Persona. I really like Persona also. I'm really hoping at some point they let us have the first and second game remade. But they hate us and that won't happen. You have the limited edition Persona 5 Royal and Persona 3 Remake. That's cool. I would say I'm a medium Persona fan. Like, I'm definitely not, like, a casual fan, but, yeah. I don't know. I'm also a big fan of, like, the series it's a spin-off of, Shin Megami Tensei. I have a lot of those games. Not good at them at all, but I have a lot of them. I've played through, most of the Persona games. At least, like, 3, 4, 5. And then, yeah, at one point I started playing, like, Original Sin. They can't stand you uttering. See, I I talk about Persona sometimes, but usually it has to be around when the game came out. Or like when a new game comes out. I'm still debating whether I want to play the new, like, oh my god, what's it called? The new one that came out. You prefer Persona 4 Golden over 5. Agree. Hard agree. Like, Persona 5 is nice and all, but Persona 4 is so special. Even, like, for me, I would rate the games Persona 4 as my top, Persona 3, and then Persona 5. It's not because I don't like 5, but it's because the other two have, like, a way higher impact story. But also, I have not played Persona 5 Royal, so I can't say if that changes part of the story. I probably should play Royal at some point. Yeah. Okay, so maybe there's something I'm missing out then. I'll have to, like, at some point play Persona 5 Royale. It's just one of those things where it's like I haven't had the chance. I played Persona like long ago. Why is this not? Are you a different layer? Why are you not? Oh, that's because this is on its own special layer. That's why this isn't working. I forgot that I made a separate layer. Clipping the layer below. I don't know. I'll have to play Royale at some point. Special milestone. I'll have to see. I'll have to see, because, like, I think my biggest thing of why I prefer the other two is, like, the other two feel more serious to a degree, which I like. But maybe they kind of, like, change that up a little. Because I like the stakes in the other two are way higher. At least for, like, initially. Yeah, that's also true. But also, like, my one gripe with 4 is that getting the true ending is just like, man, it's so convoluted. But at the same time, it's really rewarding. Where the fuck is this layer? There it is. I don't know. I like when the game is challenging, so I like when they put 10,000 things you have to accomplish to get the ending. I think also part of it is the Persona 5 cast is not necessarily my favorite. I wouldn't say that I necessarily prefer the Persona 4 cast like an insane amount, but yeah. I don't know. I'll have to give it a try and see what the difference is. We'll just ignore that. That looks stupid. Background. Do I want to work on this more? Not really. Do I still want to? Oops, I hit Control-Z. I didn't mean to hit that. It's whatever. Okay, I'll save. I don't know if I'm ready to be done streaming for today, but I'm ready to be done with this drawing. Maybe I should just draw something else for a little. Wait, this layer's not supposed to be like that. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna draw some like scribblies for a little, and then it'll be done for today. Why is this like 2 inches tall? Or is this just really big? I can't tell. About the OSTs, I always love the Persona OSTs. They're always really good to me. Like you sit there and then like randomly your brain is just like thinking about the battle music. I'm not sure. I'm not really good at critiquing music, so I can't like compare them between the games. I'm not good enough at having opinions about music to compare them. Oh yeah, this is like, why did the canvas start the size of a pea? Edit canvas size. Please make this like way bigger. I would say, I definitely really like that Persona 5 chose to use jazz. I think it was an interesting choice, because not a lot of video games use jazz. Okay, what am I supposed to draw right now? I draw Morgana. I hate Morgana. Morgana pisses me off. Ugly little cat. I forget what Morgana looks like. This is with no reference. Morgana has like a bandana. I'm just a hater though, and I get like I don't know, some people like Morgana. Some people prefer Morgana to like Teddy and stuff. What do Morgana's hands look like? Yeah, Morgana's like, hey Joker, I think you should go the fuck to bed. And it's like, dude, I'm busy, shut up. What is Morgana? Morgana's got little hoofs, huh? Like something like that. This is not what Morgana looks like. Morgana, Persona 5. Kinda is what Morgana looks like. Morgana, looking at a reference, is like... His head is comically large. Morgana's head is always comically large to me. Dude has the world's, like, biggest head. Morgana doesn't actually have a nose. That's kind of crazy. 10 achievements left. I bet, like, do you got, like, the hard ones left? Like, the fishing ones or whatever? Morgana's got a weird ass body. What the fuck? I'm looking at a reference. Why is Morgana shaped like that? So shaped. What the fuck? Maybe like some fucked up gremlin thing. I could never do achievement hunting in games. I'm just like, I give up so fast. See, that's why one thing is I need Persona to let me be gay. Like, let me be gay. I just want to be gay. There we go. That's what Morgana looks like, except for not really, because Morgana's other eye is like, lives on a different fucking plane of existence. Persona 4 was pretty close, but they have homophobia moment. Wait, how am I doing this? Hold on. Wait, what? No, this way. Anna's other eye exists like over there. $77 hours. That's a lot of hours. Yeah, I am not good at getting achievements in games. I play games once and I go, that was good, that was satisfying, and then I don't play it ever again. Then I'll draw a real cat Morgana. Like freehanding this. No effort at all. Someone is making noises. See, I am I usually will stick with one difficulty. Oh my god, this looks like shit. Okay. I'll stick with one difficulty, but usually I will, like, try the game over and over again on that one difficulty. That's what a cat looks like, right? You. Literally Futaba. Futaba was probably my favorite game, or for favorite character in Persona 5. Oh, I haven't touched Strikers either, but that's because I personally do not like that style of game. Like, I don't have fun in the beat-em-up styles like those. Like, something about them just does not compute for me. They should have made another Persona Q. I like Persona Q. Yeah, literally, Persona Strikers is so cursed. I just like I said, I just don't like that style of game. It's cursed. Okay, I thought about getting Tactica, but then I was just like, I don't know. I just kept going back on it and being like, do I actually want this, or do I just want more Persona games? I think the answer was I just wanted more Persona games. I didn't actually want Tactica. God. Or yeah, I think I have Portable. Is that the one that they released on Steam? I think that's the one I have. Or I actually never finished Portable. For some reason, I just kept like not wanting to grind and then never finished it. I really need to get back into Persona 3. Okay, yeah, then I was like, I haven't finished Persona 3 Portable, though. So I own a lot of the Shin Megami Tensei series. I believe for Shin Megami Tensei, I own 3, 4, 5, and then I own Soul Hackers, the original, which is the Digital Devil Saga. I own, what else do I own? I own, is there a 6? I don't remember. Shin Megami Tensei. No, wait. Yeah, I just own up to 5. But those ones I own on Switch, mostly. I'm not good at drawing anime girls. I like the Shin Megami Tensei series, but it actually makes me want to, like, die when I play it. Like, I have not finished a vast majority of the Shin Megami Tensei games because they're so stupid fucking hard. I've had Metaphor on my list, and it's just been one of those games where it keeps getting put off. But I definitely do want to play Metaphor. But I think I'm gonna end up having the next game that I buy. You're gonna get supper. Okay, have a good supper. I might get off in a little, so I don't know if I'll be back, or I'll be here when you get back. The SMT games are definitely like torture, so I understand not being a big fan of them. I like them, but they also make me cry every 2 seconds as well. They're like games where you're made to suffer for no reason. I wish games were cheaper, though. I think that's mainly what's keeping me from getting Metaphor, because it's fucking, like, $70. No, I totally get it. So many of the SMT games, I've just kind of, like, given up on them, because I'm like, there's no beating this shit. But at least for, like, I know it was just on sale, but I bought other games during the sale, that's why. I got, like, some other games. Maybe when it's on sale again in winter. Or what's the next... I don't know what the next sale is gonna be. Fall. Yeah, fall. But I'll have to see what I want to get. Got some collarbones. I don't know. There's so many games and so little money. My salary is not that high. It's the life of a graduate student. Okay, see, also though, I'm saving my money because I'm going to Japan in September, and so I want to buy Persona merch instead of buying Persona game. So that's kind of what I'm saving money for right now, is I want to go get fucking Japanese merchandise for games I like. I need to do more stuff to prepare for when I go to Japan. I've just been putting it off because I'm stupid. But I'm excited to go to Japan because they're gonna have all the good merch, I hope. Yeah, I'm ready though. I have a decent amount saved up. And then I'm planning to pull out a certain amount of yen, like, convert money to yen over here so that I already have, like, a set amount that I'm gonna use. But I really want to get lots of good food and, like, lots of fun anime merchandise that doesn't exist in America. I was, like, hella white. Like, this white. I feel like I haven't seen a ton of Persona merch, and so I just don't have. I think the only Persona merch I own is when Persona 5 came out. I believe the pre-order bonus for some of them was a tarot card pack, so I have a Persona tarot card pack somewhere. They're completely unusable for real tarot, though, because they only feature the major arcana cards. Got here some, like, gray. But I'm already trying to think about, like, how to limit myself when I go to Japan for what I'm gonna get. So I'm limiting myself to 4 plushies. And then I think, like, I'm going with my sister, so I'm gonna limit myself to, like, a certain amount of gacha machines, because otherwise I'll just do fucking 10,000 gacha machines and waste all my money there. Huh? You have a government in your school with those? That's crazy. I don't know where my tarot cards are. They're probably at my parents' house in my, like, desk. Yeah, the gachapon is so dangerous, but I'm prepared to spend like $500 on gachapon. No, not $500. Maybe $100, but definitely not $500. But I'm very ready for there to be a big hole in my wallet where money used to be. I also really want to get some, like, traditional art while I'm over there, though. Like, some nice, random art. Okay, bye. Hope you had a good time. Hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll probably be getting off soon, too, anyway, in, like, a couple of minutes. Yeah, hole in my wallet, but a hole in my heart filled. Thank you, bye. Okay, I'll probably finish up this Futaba and then I'll probably get off because then I have to go to the store and return shit and like torture myself. Going to the store is the worst because I don't like it. I think the main problem I have with going to the store is there's just a lot of fucking people at once and I'm just like, oh god, who are all you people? Too dark. This girl is like pasty, like color of paper. People in Persona do not have very range skin tone. I got a lot done, but I gave up a little bit, so I'll have to finish it next time. We'll see if I actually finish or not. What am I doing? Give her eye a little bit of shine. Actual shine. Okay, I think that's probably good enough for today. That's probably good. Okay, well, thank you all for hanging out. I'm not sure if next Sunday I want to draw again. Ouch. Maybe, we'll see. We'll see. Otherwise, I'll just play a game, or maybe I'll take the day off. We'll see. But on Tuesday, me and my friend decided we're gonna play a co-op game. So we'll see how that goes. Should go terrible, because it's the kind of co-op where you have to use each other to progress. So that's what's gonna be on Tuesday night. Yeah, so thank you for hanging out. You too, make sure you take it easy. Make sure you're not staying up hella late, like past when you need to. But yeah, I hope everyone has a good day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.